Vera Bradley has a new Star Wars Darth Vader collection, so let's do some virtual shopping.
Hello there, welcome to the Kessel Runway show.
Hello there, and welcome to the Kessel Runway YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Vera Bradley's latest release with the Star Wars license, which features Darth Vader. The line is available online for 48 hours only, so it's going to be one of those blink and you miss it releases. So I want to jump online and do a bit of virtual browsing to check out the line before it disappears completely. So unfortunately, this collection is not available on the international versions of Vera Bradley, so I am browsing the American site. So the prices are displayed in United States dollars. So let's jump in. On the front page, we've got this fantastic splash banner ad. Star Wars Vera Bradley, embrace your power. One of the most iconic villains of all time is taking this collaboration by storm. But hurry, these styles are only available online for 48 hours only. Now, interestingly, when I get the emails from Vera Bradley, there is like a countdown clock at the top telling me how many hours left there is for this collection. But interestingly, it doesn't seem to have a countdown clock on the website, which is kind of interesting. You think that they'd let shoppers know how much time they have to sort of select the items and check out. But yes, 48 hours, not a lot of time. So we can see underneath that banner, we've got a couple of sort of teasers of some of the collection. We can see there is a duffel bag, a backpack, a blanket, and a tote bag, and a small backpack. But if we click on the banner to shop the entire collection, we can see the whole range. So let's have a look. So we've got a cool Star Wars video displaying the collection here. We're getting some closer look at the stitching detail. Of course, getting some insert shots of Darth Vader. This is a backpack from the range. We see the lining, very cool print. I love that quilting on the front. This duffel bag looks so cozy and fluffy. Honestly, you just want to like fill it with stuff and just snuggle it. We see it's also got the cool sort of lining there. And next up, okay, so it's just going to repeat of those two items. But yes, it's really interesting to see Vera Bradley leaning into the sort of the puffy handbag trend, which is very popular, very on trend. We see it a lot with Coach. We've seen it with Louis Vuitton, leaning into the sort of almost puffer jacket style interpreted into handbags. But they've also brought in the mix of having this lovely sort of soft, it almost looks like sort of like a dressing gown, sort of snuggly type fabric. Very cool. And we can see the collection here includes bags, backpacks, travel, accessories, home, and apparel. And of course, the tagline for this collection is embrace your power. I love the sort of the artwork that Vera Bradley uses, very reminiscent of their first collection. So we've got here the campus backpack, the large travel duffel bag. They call it ultra soft sheared fleece. So yes, sort of like a polar fleece, like the dressing gowns and sort of things like that. And we can see some of these other ones. They are all limited edition. Of course, that is limited by time. I don't know if any of these will sell out in stock wise or whether it's simply limited edition by time, and they'll make as many as get ordered in that collection. And then down the bottom, we have some text about the collection. Relive the beloved saga with our latest collaboration. Inspired by Vera Bradley's iconic patterns and the most beloved characters of Star Wars, this exclusive collection is filled with surprises sure to delight all of the galaxy's biggest fans. Star Wars Vera Bradley includes duffel bags, backpacks, bags, apparel, home decor, and more, all designed to help you show off your dedication to the series or gift to a fan you know. Discover Star Wars Vera Bradley backpacks, crossbody bags, travel bags, tote bags, throw blankets, and sleepwear. So let's have a look at the full collection. So we can see here that they're reiterating that it's online for 48 hours only, and the Darth Vader collection has 11 items in it. So let's have a quick overview and then take a closer look at some of my favorite items. So we can see that sort of iconic puffy quilted design from the backpack is also available as a tote bag. Of course, their tote bags are fairly iconic. And I think this is a good way if you love the quilted design of the backpack, but perhaps you're not so much of a backpack person. I know personally I prefer tote bags over backpacks, but I like that they've got the design in two options. Then of course we've got this lovely sort of fleece design available as a backpack and as a duffel bag. Be interesting to see how much the pattern placement might vary on this. We've got 3 lines of Vader helmets, each sort of cut off at the sides, as of course you would expect. Be interesting to see if that varies from pattern to pattern. We've also got a blanket in that same design. Honestly, that looks amazing. I know that's more sort of homewares than a fashion, but honestly, who doesn't just want to sort of wrap themselves up in that on cold winter nights? Then we have a really unique design here. We've got the round crossbody bag in recycled cotton with this kind of cool sort of spiral, sort of kaleidoscopy type effect with Darth Vader in the middle and sort of the Vera Bradley sort of designs around the outside. I think that one's really neat. Then of course we have sort of one of the hero pieces from the collection, that quilted backpack. Also the most expensive item in this collection at $165, but I'm kind of expecting that. This looks like a really big sturdy backpack. We also have a textured fleece robe that looks really snuggly. So yeah, you can pair up. You've got your blanket and your bathrobe. We also have a decorative throw pillow in that collection and slippers. And that is I don't know if that's the same one. This one says, oh, this is a throw blanket. And then this one is a textured throw blanket. So I don't know if that's 75 and 90. Okay, so this one seems, oh, it's got fleece on the underside. I guess this one is just the sort of fleece on one side. And this one's got the white sort of like faux sheepskinny type on the other side. And then we've got a bag charm. I was very lucky to get the Princess Leia bag charm from the first collection. Really quite cool. They're much more bigger than you would think. They can fit lots. They're almost like a coin purse, really. Not so much a bag charm. They open with a zip. Very cool. $30 there. You can see that's a popular one. It's already got 15 reviews because considering this is a brand new collection for 48 hours, being an international fan, I don't know how much of this will be available in physical Vera Bradley stores. So I don't get to see it in person. So I'm just going to be browsing virtually. So I'm just going to take a quick look at some of my favorite pieces from the collection, just to take a little bit of a closer look. So let's have a look at this fabulous Darth Vader tote bag. So it looks like it's accented in either a dark gray or possibly a silver thread to really make that pop. I love the sort of the geometric lines here to sort of really showcase the iconic Darth Vader design. I think that that's really cool. This is in that sort of that puffy jacket quilted design, and we've got these fabulous sort of red and black webbing handles. Very cool. So the description says, consciously crafted with recycled cotton, embroidered and applique accents. Exterior features hidden side zip pocket and top slip pocket. Interior features 6 slip pockets, that's a lot, and it closes with a zip. I do appreciate tote bags that do close. I'm always a little bit worried that, you know, something's going to fall out, or yeah, I like the security of having a tote bag that zips closed. So that's really great. And inside we can see that fabulous, iconic, sort of Vera Bradley style artwork there. It's got all sorts of sort of dark side and light side starships in there. I can see we've got X-Wings, TIE Fighters, the Death Star, the Millennium Falcon, Star Destroyer, and of course accented with these gorgeous little flowers scattered throughout the design. And we've got a red and black Star Wars Vera Bradley patch there, and it says something like conscientious cotton, or yeah, it's got like a thing noting that it's recycled cotton, which is fabulous. I love that. So a great sort of price point, $125. That's obviously we're looking at prices slightly higher than Loungefly, but this is a limited edition sort of Vera Bradley design. I would expect to see the prices being a little higher, and decent sizes here too. That's a reasonably good sized tote bag, just over 16 inches with a 12-inch drop. I would like to see it modeled on people, but I guess that's the point of these sort of limited runs. I think that's the zip down the side that I can see there. Perhaps we don't see an angle from the other side, but I think this is a fabulous design. Definitely one of my favorites. So next up, let's take a look at the large travel duffel bag in fleece. This is another one of their slightly more expensive ones, but when you take a look at the details and the fabrics here, I totally understand why. This fabric looks so soft and touchable, the sort of thing where you see it in a store and you just really want to run your hands over it. It looks amazingly fluffy and soft. So it says, going home for a long weekend or out for a girl's adventure getaway, the stuffer will help you pack it all in style. Interior pockets keep your cosmetics and socks sorted. The exterior pockets keep reading material and snacks close by, which is really fun. I do really appreciate when brands really sort of market this for both men and women. Of course, Star Wars is for everyone, but oftentimes in the past, in those sort of long years past, Darth Vader was almost exclusively sort of marketed on men's apparel and accessories and stuff. So it's really fun that they're talking about a girl's weekend because, you know, honestly, this thing kind of reminds me of like a big teddy bear just with Darth Vader all over it, which is kind of fun. I love the fact that it's got lots of pockets. It's got, we can see the Star Wars logo on all these little sort of fabric zipper pulls. So it's got internal pockets, these soft external pockets to hold things. It's got a decent width to it too. That's going to hold a lot. Honestly, I wish I could get this to do some traveling. Desperately keen to go travel again soon. Look at that lining, the same lining as the Darth Vader. We can see there's like a mesh pocket here in the internal compartment. That's good, like they say, for holding your socks and stuff like that. And we can really see just how soft and fuzzy this print is. That looks fabulous. It looks like it's got a sort of standard black webbing sort of shoulder strap. So if you want to keep your handles nice and tidy, because this sort of fuzzy material will not grimy over time, but you know, will sort of dull and get a little bit more flat. It sort of polar fleece kind of wears down a little bit, so it's nice that you've got a shoulder strap for keeping your handles there nice and fluffy over time. It says polyester fleece. Exterior features 1 zip and 3 slip pockets. So yeah, we can see, looks like there's a pocket there at the end. We've got a zip one here. Detachable shoulder strap, has shoulder pad for comfort. That's neat because we don't see that in the photos here. So it'll have one of those sort of extra bits. So if you're carrying a lot here, it says it's got a 50-liter capacity. Interior features 3 mesh zip pockets, which we can see in that photo there. So yeah, for putting your sort of dividing your travel wares and things like that. I like these pockets for putting things in, like charging cables and stuff like that, so they don't get lost in the bottom of my bag. But this looks amazing. I think that is really fun. Bit of a shame that they've decided to go with the limited edition sort of time limited run for these, but I do understand stores not really wanting to keep stock around for ages. But I think this would be one that I think a lot of people would want. Just the sort of thing that you could take on a trip to like Star Wars Celebration or something. That's very cool. And as always, because this is a very special limited edition, discounts and promotions are not applicable across this entire collection, which is understandable. And this one is also personalized. You can get your sort of monogram on there, which is kind of fun. I think that that's a really neat feature. So let's have a look at the next one. Okay, let's have a look at the small backpack in, again, the fleece. So this one looks like sort of like a, not quite a mini backpack, but then also not a full-size backpack. I think that that's fun. It says 9" by 12", 475. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see this one next to the sort of standard Loungefly mini backpack. I think Loungefly have kind of standardized the small backpack style. They have their small ones with sort of the front pockets and then slightly taller ones, which tend to have an all over front print. This one looks possibly about the same as that sort of slightly larger Loungefly. But kind of splitting the difference between a big standard one. We can see they've got some fuzzy pockets here on the side. That looks like a zip compartment there on the front. Let's take a read. This is the perfect backpack for your everyday routine. Add in your necessities and take off for work or shopping. This compact backpack will handle it all with hands-free ease. Exterior features front zip pocket with 1 slip and 2 pen pockets. Okay, so there's even internal pockets in this front one and 3 slip pockets. So I'm guessing there's 1, 2, and I don't know where the third one is actually. So maybe there's one, and then we can see that there's interior features 1 zip and 2 slip pockets. So that's good. Lots of internal storage there. And again, that lovely print that we see across the collection. I think that that's really fun. It coordinates with the gray tones here really nicely with just those little dots of color from the flowers. Very, very cute. So again, this one is personalizable. You can get it sort of embroidered with your monogram. $105 US. So again, a little higher than Loungefly, but very unique sort of fabric, which I would expect from this sort of price point in this collection. Star Wars Vera Bradley on those fabric zipper pulls there as well. And I can just see the zipper pull here for the internal zip pocket. So that's a good placement there with that fabric tag sewn in there. Very cool. Next up, let's take a look at the big one from the sort of showpiece collection, the $165 campus backpack. So by the word campus, you expect this thing would be able to fit a sort of a tablet or a small laptop, you know, things that students would use. It looks comfy, it looks durable. Black is obviously that really sort of stain resistant type color. You know, you can scuff it around and it's not going to get grubby. Unfortunately, I really love Princess Leia, and they keep making really white colored Princess Leia things, and that's sort of not the most durable for everyday use. This looks like it would stand up to long days on campus. We've got this fantastic red and black shoulder straps. They look like they'd be very comfortable and sturdy. We've got some interesting sort of strapping and quilting going on here on the back. Very cool. We've got a big, large zip pocket here on the front, main zip compartment, a top handle, and some side pockets as well. Inside, we can see there's lots going on in here as well. We've got a zip-up compartment, a slip pocket, again, all in that lovely Vera Bradley drawn sort of artwork print there. And we can see that the lining is on the front pocket that opens up quite nicely, actually. Some front pockets are kind of very narrow and you can like just get your hand in there to get like a phone or wallet or something. This one, that looks like that opens up really nicely, and there's pockets in there as well. This thing is full of pockets. This is a good size guide. We can see here a laptop fitting nicely in there. That is sort of a back zip compartment, that looks like, because I can see a top zip there, so it looks like there is a back compartment for laptops. Oh, and it's got a strap for sitting on a suitcase handle. That's really cool. Oh, that's a really good all-in-one kind of durable piece to get from the collection. So it says, there's no better way to accommodate your day than by carrying a colorful recycled cotton campus backpack. It truly is the one we can't live without, and it was recently redesigned to be even better with even more padding in the back straps and a new shape specifically designed to accommodate a woman's shape. Well, that's really neat to see. I'm always really excited to see when designers take in women's sort of styles into account, because a lot of backpacks are just unisex, really. Generously sized for your on-the-go lifestyle, we've also equipped this fan favorite with smart functionality like comfort padded shoulder straps and a secure padded laptop compartment help you keep your focus on carving out your bright future. Consciously crafted from recycled cotton, exterior features 2 slip pockets on the side and a trolley sleeve, so it fits on your luggage. Interior features 1 slip pocket, 4 pen pockets, a zip pocket, and a laptop pocket. Back panel is padded, yeah, so you don't have your laptop right up against your back. Zip closures accommodates up to a 15-inch laptop. That's pretty decent. That's pretty cool. I like that one. Not that I am at a university doing lectures and things like that, but if I was, that would be a pretty tempting purchase. I like the fact that it's got a really large Vader on it with that fabulous embroidery, which again, it looks silver from these photos, which I like just to give it a little bit of sparkle. It looks like the same design from the tote bag. So if you're looking for one, you can sort of choose or get both as a coordinating set. I think that's fun. And this one's the more expensive from the range, but for American customers, they do have Afterpay, which is always useful to help spread costs, especially if you are at university. That's definitely a useful thing to help spread costs. So yeah, let's take a look at the next one. Okay, I'm going to take a look at the round crossbody bag in recycled cotton. So this one is $75. This one is much closer to Loungefly pricing. I know I reference them a lot, but they have become a pretty staple brand in terms of Star Wars bags. So I use them as reference because most people are familiar with them, the size and the price points. So this one is a round crossbody bag, which personally to me is a really, I know it's a funny shape being a circle, but I personally really enjoy round crossbody bags. I have a few Loungefly bags that kind of echoed the style. They did a couple of R2-D2 ones in this shape. I've got the very old Stormtrooper one, and I find it's just enough to sort of carry what I need: phone, keys, wallet, sunglasses, that sort of thing. I like the crossbody style in particular. I think it really works. So this one to me, I think would be a standout piece that I would go for, especially at that price point, because I'm looking at these in United States dollars. The exchange rate at the moment for me is about double, unfortunately. So I've got to basically double everything up, and that's about what I'm gonna pay for these. But this one's got the same printed lining, top zip. This black section looks like it's got sort of like classic black quilting stitches, which I really quite like. It gives an interesting sort of texture to the black, so it's not just plain. And then we've got this fabulous applique of Darth Vader with the sort of almost kaleidoscope design around the outside with these sort of TIE fighter wings. I think that that's really cool. Of course, we've got the classic sort of black, white, gray, and red, all very Darth Vader iconic colors. So this one says, show your fandom with this on-trend round crossbody, consciously crafted from recycled cotton. Interior features a slip and zip pocket, zip closure. And then it's got the dimensions there. So I really quite like this one. I think this one is like just enough sort of Vera Bradley touches. It's on a more affordable price point than the large backpack. And personally for me, I do love to travel, but I don't think I don't need that many new luggage pieces. This is something I would get a lot of use from. I like the fact it's got two zippers. I tend to notice that a lot of these small round crossbodies just have one zipper, and then I always forget which corner it's on. I like the fact that there's two, so you can meet them at the top and just quickly zip, and reach straight in rather than grabbing the zip here and pulling it all the way to the other side to get in to get your stuff. And I like the fact that it's got these fabric ties. They're really comfortable to sort of pull, and they won't break. So yeah, I don't know. This one's kind of coming out as a contender for my favorite, I think. They did a couple of designs with this sort of circular motif in the first collection, and that's fun to see that they have included it in this specific Darth Vader collection. So moving on. So I'm not going to look too much at the blankets. They're just going to be just a huge big rectangle of the same comfy fabric. I'm going to take a look at some of the apparel and accessories here. So let's take a look at this textured fleece robe. So this one, it looks like being wrapped up in a hug. Honestly, it looks so cozy and warm. Honestly, possibly a bit too warm. I know you guys in the Northern Hemisphere are heading into winter. Over here, we are firmly into summer. So I'm sort of feeling hot looking at this already, but would be perfect for you guys, especially since this is a sort of North American exclusive collection. So it looks like it's got sort of a gray fuzzy interior and the Darth Vader sort of pattern on the outside, long sleeves, robe tie, all the things that you'd expect from a fleece robe. This looks terribly comfy and warm. So it says Spa Day meets iconic saga with this cozy plush robe is an instant favorite, and I can see that. Fleece, 2 exterior pockets, waist tie, 100% polyester. We can see it comes in 3 sizes here: small to medium, large to extra large, and 2XL to 3XL, and they've got a size guide to check there. But I find with these sorts of robes, they generally are pretty roomy because they're designed to sort of completely cross over. There's always a lot of flexibility with the size, and we can see it already has 7 reviews that people have been excitedly grabbing this one for the winter months. That looks very comfy and snuggly. Those long sleeves and pockets, definitely a popular one, and fun to see Vera Bradley including a sort of apparel in this collection as well. Obviously they're known for their handbags. The first Star Wars collection included a few apparel things like t-shirts and pajamas, so fun to see them continuing that. Okay, there's 2 more throws, but I'm going to take a look at the slippers and the bag charm next. So these slippers obviously would be the perfect match for that robe. Just one picture here, but it tells what we need to know. We've got that same fuzzy Darth Vader design, which you hope they specifically do match up so you've got a good Darth Vader print on each foot. Comes in 3 sizes, small, medium, large. It is lined in the sort of Sherpa white sort of fluffy lining. It says, go ahead, take a walk on the colourful side in these soft, comfortable slippers. The fluffy lining, padded insole, and elastic heel make for a soothing experience at the end of a long day. Extra fluffy Sherpa lining, padded insole, faux suede with silicone dots on bottom for grip, elastic and heel for a snug fit. So yeah, that's good. So they're non-slip at the bottom. I think we can just see there the sort of dots on the bottom so that you won't slip over when walking through your kitchen. They look very snugly. It'll be interesting to see, I guess, you know, going through the size guide, finding your approximate shoe size there to look at that. $35, that's a pretty good price point for some extra cozy slippers. Those will definitely be, I think if you were going to get the robe, you'd want these to match for the full complete look. And last but not least, from the sort of bags and accessories collection, we have the Darth Vader bag charm. So this one is very similar to the Princess Leia one that was originally from the first collection. We have a sort of a classic sort of open hook there. It's not like a sort of split ring keychain, so you can just clip this onto your bag. It looks like it even has the printed interior pattern there that you can like just see. This would sort of hold coins or any other sort of small little bits. I always joke, my daughter and I always joke about having these little bag charms to put candy in for trips and things like that. But yes, classic Darth Vader in grey, so it's not too dark. It's interesting that they've got it pictured against a quilted grey tote bag here, which isn't part of the Darth Vader collection. The Darth Vader tote bag in this collection is black, so but I think it shows off this charm quite nicely. It's got a white zipper pull on this one, and I think it's really quite cute. $30. I believe the Leia was the same price, so good to see them sort of sticking with that price point. I like the shape. It's going to be, you know, instantly recognizable as Darth Vader. So the description says, show off your love for the saga and keep track of your AirPods with this charm that clips right onto any bag or backpack. Polyurethane, which is basically vegan leather. It's plastic, it's not real leather. Hinged ring and a zip closure. So yeah, this one is kind of like a sort of like the, just yeah, a clip rather than the split ring. So you don't wreck your nails trying to attach it on and off a bag. Much easier to do it that way. So all in all, I think this is a fantastic collection. I'm a little sad to see that it's only available for 24 hours. I know Darth Vader is a super popular character. It'll be interesting to see how much, if any of this stuff ends up on eBay, people buying it to sort of resell later once the collection sells out. I see like you could do the full winter collection, eh? You could get the fleece robe, the slippers, you get your pillow, you get your blankets and just wrap up on the sofa and watch Star Wars in all your Darth Vader comfiness. And then you've got these fantastic bags to accessorize your travels, your day-to-day life, just going out shopping. I like these ones. I think this could almost be a Disney park sort of trip bag, and then use these bigger ones for your travels, you know, going to the Star Cruiser Hotel or Galaxy's Edge. I think that those would be fun. So I hope you enjoyed my sort of virtual shopping tour of this new collection. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite, and did you pick up anything from this collection? I'm still thinking about it. Obviously looking at these prices, I'm like, there's a couple of things that are tempting me. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. I know I've got a few hours to make up my mind about whether I'm going to pick up anything from this collection. I love the Vera Bradley range. I'm so glad that they're doing Star Wars stuff. I remember years ago falling in love with their Disney collections, so very glad to see that they are continuing the Star Wars license. The first collection was fabulous, wasn't sure if they would do any more, so this new sort of capsule collection shows us that yes, they are continuing with the Star Wars license, which is fantastic. I can't wait to see what they will do in the future, but for now this is a fantastic collection. I hope it does well for them. We can see that some of these popular ones like this blanket already has 21 reviews. reviews. This one's got 15. For a collection that's only been basically online for like a day, that's pretty impressive. So very cool. So snuggly. I wish I could touch these ones in person. Who knows, maybe I'll buy one just to satisfy that curiosity, and have one for the next time I'm able to travel. So thank you so much for joining me. Check out more Star Wars fashion fun here on the Kessel Runway YouTube channel and at thekesselrunway.com. See you in the next video, and as always, may the Force be with you.
If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, check out our other videos, and subscribe for alerts about new uploads. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.